Guy down the left. Crosby beaten in the air by Sawyer. And the young fullback tries to see him out of play unsuccessfully. There's a huge size difference between Crosby and Sawyer. Cross put in, and it's out of Bunn's hands and somehow palms it away, despite the best efforts of Robinson looking for his second of the game. Heroic goalkeeping from Bunn to keep United in this game. And Strajewski is going to allow Guy to take the throw, and United preparing some changes as Dom Elaine and Luke Jones go for a warm-up. Elaine made a huge difference last weekend against Wolves Sporting, opening up the Sporting back line like a can opener or a tin of beans. And it's another South Normanton throw, making slow but steady progress down that left side with these set pieces. O'Connell returns it to Guy. Guy in. Not out of the box by Vance, but first to it is Jack Tyson. Tyson overlapping from being made by Lee. And the cross blocked and out by Kai Williams for the South Normanton corner. Looks to return to Tyson. Plays a 1-2 with Lee. And the pass by Tyson blocked up by Thornton, looking for Lockley, and again couldn't find the red shirt. The passing has been atrocious from United today. Sawyer. Sent back right, came on by Graves, now Hemagoo. Crosby looks for the Sawyer. Sawyer makes the block just in time. Holds off the big number 10, but gives it away to Graves. Tries the cross, goal kick. Well, after a promising start to the first half, South Normanton have to back to the sword. Robinson looking for giving it away to Kai Williams, but again the passing. Clearance by Downs. There's Barco looking for Sam Belgium at first to it. Strajewski his trying to get it away, is giving it away to Barco. This guy, Strajewski will see it out for the goal kick. They're nudging Barco on the way out. It's been a favourable afternoon for the Red and Greens. There's still 35 minutes to go, so plenty of time to turn it around, but it's not a really promising opening to the second half of United. They had their moments in the first couple of minutes, but since then it really hasn't looked at all promising. Score remains Coventry United 0, South Normanton Athletic 1. We get to join us live from Communications Park, Daventry tomorrow for the Women's League Cup quarter-final between Coventry United and Crawley Wasps. Throwing on the far side. Lee. Vance gets his head never sent it back to Tyson. Vance sticks his laces through that one. It's going to come into the hands of Hall. And I think the 6-second rule needs to be called into question there. As Hall held the ball in his hands for a good while. Headed down by Clark, the clearance, and down dispossessed by O'Connell. And Barnett again with an aimless clearance. I just can't seem to string a move together, can't string a momentum together. Continues like this, South Normanton will surely round out the winners. Hall's kick dips over the head. Bunn. Downs. There's a push on Lockley by Strajewski, and the referee says no. There he's been, but he's just come out of the stand, and he's going to be introduced as soon as he's ready. Sawyer closed down by Crosby. Out ready, seeing his final instructions from Terry Anderson. Close. Down to the centre circle. A barge in on Belcher. Referee says no foul. Away to Williams. Belcher goes the long bobbles towards the bottom corner, but Hall keeps it out. Down to his knees to collect the shot. On the ground, Hall will boot it away. So aerial duel between Hemagoo and Clark. Clark did have a hold of Hemagoo's arm, got his head to it, but Connell was first onto it and Sawyer launched it up, intercepting the ball, and the sub will be made now. And it's the end of the day for Kevin Thornton. United going for a more attacking approach, with the centre mid being replaced. Makes way for the vice captain and the birthday boy, Dominic Elaine, turned 25 yesterday. 3 points would be the perfect birthday present. United look to be shaking up the formation too. Throw from Guy over the head of Elaine. Over the head of Sawyer too. Hemagoo tries to flick it over Sawyer's head. He did flick it over Sawyer's head. He's also flicked it out of play just in front of his manager. Half an hour still to play at the Butts Park Arena. Score: Coventry United 0, South Normanton Athletic 1. Luke Downs intercepts in the centre. Belcher. Looks like United could be playing a 4-2-3-1 at the moment. Bring down the right, Robinson for South Normanton. The free kick is given just inside Shiner's territory. South Normanton also sending some of their subs to go and warm up. Free kick, one in the air on the right side of the box by Valance. Luckily backs into Lee. Gives it away, whose long ball was brought down by Valance. Scooped up down the left, looking for Lockley. Chested down by Cox. Robinson has 2 challenges, but not the third, with Barco sticking. Belcher looks for Williams. Kai Williams first to it, with a touch too heavy to find a way past Strozewski, and a goal kick will follow. Curtis Hall with the goal kick. By Hall, and by Clark, Downs nods it straight to Tyson. Robinson onside and beyond the last man, closed up by Valance, and with no support, Robinson has to concede the ball to Bunn. Bunn rolls it right to the feet of Harry Sawyer. Will Sawyer go from here? Will go into the middle with Luke Downs. Belcher looking to return to Downs behind the former Spinks man, Strozewski. Mission into the area. Graves continues that mission but sends it high and wide. As we prepare for the introduction of Dominic Allen, the number 16 for South Normanton Athletic. Who will come on remains to be seen. We'll see when the ball goes out of play next. Down to a chip pass to Belcher. Holds off Graves. Barco shrugged off the ball by Tyson. O'Connell takes it for himself. Switch to Robinson. Lee keeps it in. Sent it onto the chest of Valance though. Now it's with Kai Williams. Belcher. sandwiched between the two South Normanton players. It's picked up by Strzewski. United look flustered heading forward. Just seems like they haven't got enough time on the ball at all as Elaine, his arm held there, goes to the ground. Referee says no. Guy. And out of play by Sawyer, stepping in front of Crosby. Here comes the change, and it's Crosby coming off. South Normanton fans applaud the big number 10, Luke Crosby, replaced by Dominic Allen. And there's going to be another change of Coventry United with Luke Jones getting ready. Harry Barnes steps up with the substitutes board. And I don't think we're going to have the sub just yet. In fact, we are going to have another passage of play. Throw to Hemagoo. Guy. Picks it up looking for Robinson. Cleared by Sawyer. Headed forward by Graves, but punted away by Clark. Lockley challenged well, one-on-one by Guy, and Cox with the clearance. And headed behind by Jamal Clark to Brendan Bunn. Kyle Barnett. Valance. Now Barco. Two South Normanton players blocking his path. We find Valance, who looks right, and ball picked up by Downs. Belcher. Lane with the overhead kick, looking for Kai Williams. Coventry have the free kick. I think the Red and Greens are lucky there. Williams stretching to get his foot on the ball, connecting with the shoulder of Strzewski. I don't think there's an awful lot the number 5 could do. The Red and Greens have had very few opportunities in the opening 65 minutes of the match. They have to take one side this if they have any hope of taking some points home. Four-man wall for the Shiners. The likes of Barnett, Clark and Lockley in the box. Should there be seconds for them to pick up? It is Belcher, and it's in! Keeper couldn't keep it out. Hall probably should have done better, but Belcher going on target and the power to take it beyond the hands of the Shiners shot stopper. United on the boot of Belcher. 2 games, 2 goals for the new signing. Coventry United 1, South Normanton 1. What a very strange goal there, and you have to point the finger really at Curtis Hall. The free kick, aim for the bottom corner. Hall dived for it and got 2 hands on it, but it seems as if he dived behind the line and the ball flew across the line into the net. Maybe a misjudgment from Hall with the jump. Well, a very odd goal, but a goal nonetheless. United are level. And they push on again, looking for the second to really turn this game on its head. Now Lockley on the edge of the penalty area, challenged by Strzewski. And Cox clears his lines for now. Barnett collects the lofted pass. And it's back with Brendan Bunn. By hook or by crook, Coventry United are level in bizarre circumstances. Hall's punt upfield, falls to Valance. Head of Cox, brought down by Valance again. Belcher. In by Valance, looking for Lockley. Up by Cox, out by Cox, corner. Lane and Williams trying to crowd out the keeper, but there's a couple of defenders now to help Hall out. As it's put in from the left. Clark at the far post. Hall make sure it didn't reach. Has that gone over? No, he stopped it on the line rather than over it this time. Hall able to keep the ball out of the goal. But an awkward fall by Hull. There were initial cries from the United management asking if the assistant had seen it go over the line. Belcher looking to thread it through for Lockley. Will Lockley reach it? No, he won't. Held up just long enough by John Guy, allowing Hull to pick it up on the edge of his box. Show here on CUTV, sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. Henrigu stumbled on the ball, but able to shield it from Luke. We didn't pick up this substitution earlier, but Eli Barco has been replaced by Luke Jones in what we suspect to be a straight swap in midfield. On the right, Barnett couldn't deal with it. Now it's Graves! South Normanton restore their advantage. A thunderbolt from Graves. Nothing Bunt could do as it flew past him and hits the back of the net with power. It makes it 2-1 to the Shiners. How crucial could that goal be to the Derbyshire team's hopes of avoiding relegation? Coventry United 1, South Normanton 2. Well, United got lucky with their opening goal, but there was nothing lucky about that. The imprint of Graves' laces is probably still visible on that ball. Sawyer down to defensive midfield, returns to Lockley. Will he keep it going with Sawyer on the right? Lockley trying to go himself, looking for a lane, and that's O'Connell. Guy, brilliant run, but a stab in from behind by Sawyer takes the ball away. Deflected out of Goon. United may be preparing their final change. Looks like Guy Baston and Tyler Haddo preparing. They will be able to come on. Unfortunately, I've already used 2 subs, so I'm not just the one. Barnett. Jones to the midfield with Luke Downs. Dominic Elaine. Sawyer wants the overlap with Elaine. Finds Elaine, bit of a shove from Strzelecki. Referee says no foul. Simpson gets the cross in and easily picked up by Tyson. Plays a 1-2 with Robinson. The second was behind him, though he has to backtrack to collect it. And United think it's their throw, but it's been overruled, and there is going to be a change for Coventry United. It is going to be a debut for Tyler Haddo, the former GMP sports winger. And there's also going to be a second change of South Normanton too. We were told he was going to be wearing the number 18, but it is going to be Ross Haig to come on. He's indeed wearing the number 12, so they must have found that number 12 shirt. In fact, no, anyway, there's the number 18, so it is Haig coming on. Williams holds Dostoevsky just long enough, but Sawyer stumbles out of play, and here come the changes. More direct approach if they're going to get anything out of this match. Barnett looking for a lane. He's never going to win that area duel. Dostoevsky flies over the dreadlocks of the United vice captain and into the grasp of Hall, who brings it to feet and picks it up as he's closed down by Elaine. Hall volleys it towards safety. Brought down with a fantastic touch by Henrigu. Taken out by Barnett, but gets back on his feet and turns away from the centre-back. Looking to thread it through, but dives to the ground and beats the 2 substitutes in Haig and Allen to it. And Jones, I'm not sure who he saw there, but he punted it straight into the box. Maybe thinking that Kai Williams was Usain Bolt and might actually be able to catch that, but unfortunately Kai's not that quick. And it is as we thought. It's Dom Lane playing in a front three down the centre with Williams on the right and Haddo on the left. So you got Luke Jones, who can play as a striker in a attacking midfield role. Valance volleys it high into the sky. And Williams' first touch barged to the ground by Guy and allows Graves onto it, score of the second goal. Looking for the run down the left-hand side, and he's found the substitute Haig. Ross Haig. O'Connell sizing up the effort, and it's blocked by the boot of Sawyer. Cautious run from Belcher. Looking for Williams. There was a collision with Strzewski. I think Williams probably made the most out of the contact, and it will be nothing more than the ball in hands of Hall. And there's going to be a brief stoppage as Guy was tying his boot. The referee tells Hall, come on, get on with it. We've still got 12 minutes to go. You're not out of the woods yet. The Shiners are on course for an invaluable 3 points. That's booted away from the back line. Headed forward again by the captain, Lee. O'Connell plays a 1-2 with Allen. Tries to return it to Allen. Valance able to find his goalkeeper Brendan Bunn, Jamal Clark. Here it is with Luke Jones. Down to space in the midfield, but Jones goes with the direct approach. Williams sprints past Cox. Bit of a shove in the back by Cox, but referee says it's fair. And sent clear, but that is going to be a foul against Kai Williams, who slid in on David Lee when the ball had gone. And the referee going into his back pocket and will pull out the yellow card. That's 4 yellow cards in total, 3 for United, 1 for South Normanton. So Hall will take the free kick. The head of Valance, and Valance has got the final touch on it, flicked off his head on the way out, and a throw to South Normanton. I don't think Hall could have had that any better. Valance trying to speed up play while playing ball boy for fullback Lee. David Lee, 2 with Allen. Lee into the box, a third could kill it. Punch by Bunn, impeded by his own player in Jamal Clark. O'Connell sends it back into the danger zone. Haig, fought by Sawyer and out of the box. Graves curls one in. Header by Ben Valance. First to it is Tyler Haddo. Tried to flick it over the head of Lee, but it was actually the number 8 there, Tyson. Unsuccessful, and there was a battle between the 2 players there, and what's going on there? A bit of a feisty reaction there from Tyson. Thought it was maybe a bit of a kick out there from Tyson on Sam Belcher, but behind Elaine beaten in the air by Strzewski. Elaine will keep it in. Looking for Haddo in the box, Graves first to it. Looking for Hemagoo, nodded up by Jamal Clark. O'Connell, referee says no. Hemagoo. Interruptions on the right. Jones with the challenge. His long ball nodded towards the touchline by Strzewski. Volleyed towards the edge of the penalty area by Belcher and nodded safely back to his keeper by Lee. It is looking increasingly more likely that South Normanton will be leaving the Butts Park Arena with all 3 points. Belcher punts it down the left. Haddo held off by Lee, and Cox returns it to Hall, who powers it away before Haddo could reach him. And the ball had gone before the substitutes got to it. Throw to Downs. Needs options. Luke Jones, the ball got caught underneath his feet. He's dispossessed by Haig. Now Graves. Hemagoo's clearly offside and makes his apologies. Play will continue as the ball is with Bunn between the six for United. Not exactly between the six now. It's Bunns are clear down the right towards Sawyer. Good first touch from Sawyer. Where can he go from here? He needs support. He takes on Haig. It's through the legs of Strzelecki, but Williams couldn't make it to the ball before Curtis Hall. Nice idea from Williams. Just a little too much power. Hall's ball to the left, collected by Barnett, and under pressure he stabbed it out. A play by Hemagoo. He had a bit more space than he imagined. Throw by Guy. Haig challenged on the byline by Harry Sawyer. Now to play for another throw, and as you would expect, the Shiners taking their time. The chest of Sawyer. Cleared up line by the young fullback. How to play for another throw. Further down line, it's about 20 yards into South Normanton territory. For Haig with a throw. It's over the head of a lane, brought down by Sawyer. Looking for the through ball to Allen in the box. But stopped by Clark, and now it's with Ben Valance receiving it from Belcher. Valance looks through the box and will find Sawyer. He's acting as a midfielder now. It looks like a three-man back line for United as Jones steps in, but can't get a contact on the ball. It's out of play for a South Normanton throw. United's best chance here is to try and box South Normanton in. Well, we've got 4 minutes of normal time to go on my watch. South Normanton leading by 2 goals to 1 here at the Butts Park Arena. Highlights of today's game will be available tonight. youtube.com/Coventry TV. The place for all of your men's and women's footage this season. Clark. Back to Bunn. Looking for a bounce on the left, but it's out of play. And well, some fans have evidently seen enough. A few supporters making their way to the exits. By Lee. It's back with Cox after the United clearance. Just keep it in. Right on the line. Down he goes. Referee gives nothing, but it's down line with Luke Jones. The move's not over yet. In it goes towards Belcher. Go out of play for a corner. A fine touch coming off the head of, I think it was Guy who got his bonce on it. United pushing everyone up, including Brendan Bunn. In he goes from Belcher. It's towards Bunn. Can he get onto it? No. Bunn will stay in the vicinity of the penalty area. United will have a throw. No, he's going to track back. Bunn staying in the South Normanton half of the field. Well, why not? United have got nothing to lose now. In it goes from Bunn, looking for a lane. Wall in the air by Allen, and out of play for another throw. We have a minute of normal time to go. It's now or never for the Red and Greens. Valance. It goes towards Belcher. Off the shoulder of Haig and lofted away by Graves, and now it's a race between Hemagoo and Downs. Downs has got to it. A back heel by Hemagoo. Who was he looking for there? And United are going to get themselves underway with this throw. Sawyer with a throw to Downs. Jones. The Red and Greens need to channel the spirit of that victory against Leicester Nirvana. Barnett. And it goes to Williams. Cox gets his head onto it. And Jones tackled by Graves. O'Connell, Hemagoo making sure he's onside. He is onside. But he won't get there ahead of Bunn. Bunn tries to take it around Hemagoo. It's out of play for the throw, and Bunn will take the throw himself and throw it up line to Belcher. Into Haddo. Haddo into the area. Can he get the cross away? Tyler Haddo all the way to the touchline. Needs support. Down line to Belcher. Haddo's there. Looks like the only viable option for Belcher. Great for the challenge. And it will be a throw to the red and greens. We're into added time. You haven't got an awful long time to find an equaliser. Here's Belcher. Down to the midfield. Elaine tracks back to help. It's a Hall. And Hall remaining on the floor. And it looks like a clear attempt to waste some time. Punt away from Hall. O'Connell. Now Hay. O'Connell again. Offside. And United with maybe one more opportunity. We've had 90 seconds of added time. We haven't had an awful lot of stoppages, so this surely will be the final attack.